These vows were incredibly difficult to write because when I try to describe you, everything sounds like a cliche. You are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. You're the kindest person I know. You make me want to be a better man, see? But it's all true. It's the honest truth. I want to make new Christmas traditions with you. I want you to watch me go gray, and then maybe a couple years later, I want to watch you go gray. I want you to see yourself the way that I see you. On our first date, I was so nervous that I didn't touch my food. Last night, I devoured my flatbread pizza. There's no apprehension. There's not a bit of doubt in my body that this is the exact life out of all possible lives that I want to live. And because this is a vow, I understand I probably should make a promise at some point, so I promise all that. I promise to do my best to live a cliche with you for the rest of our lives, because this is the happiest I've ever been, and this is how I want my home to feel. I love you now, and I promise to love you for the rest of your lives.
For as long as I can remember, I've dreamed of and prayed for the man that I'd one day marry. There's no amount of time that I could have spent imagining what you would have been like that would have done you justice. You have so far exceeded all of my expectations of love. You are more than I could have ever hoped for, and everything I never knew I needed. You're my very best friend, and not only am I head over heels in love with you, but I genuinely crave spending time with you every day. You get me on a level that no one else ever has before, and no one else ever could. You're the safest place I've ever known, and I'm more myself around you than I've ever been before. You water my soul, and you redefine the meaning of steadfast. You're my home. You're the love of my life, so for the rest of my life, I promise to add extra Parmesan to all of your meals. I promise to try to always be the first one to apologize to you. I promise to celebrate Christmas so hard it turns into a month-long holiday. I promise to make our house a home. I promise to always leave love notes on your lunches. I promise to continually pray for you and try to love you selflessly. I promise to treat football Sundays with the respect it deserves, especially when the Chiefs are playing. I promise to partner with you in creating a solid foundation for our family. I promise to always be your backup vocals when you spontaneously break out in song. And I promise to help you show our kids what unconditional love looks like. I'm honored to be making this covenant with you today, and I'm so happy you're choosing me. Never forget that no matter what happens, you always have me as your teammate, and I've always got your back. I will always love you, want you, and cherish you. Shaun Thomas Perishow, today I become your wife, and I am yours forever.
As you know, we're here today to celebrate one of life's great moments, the joining of two hearts. And for Shaun and Ryan, out of ordinary life, the extraordinary has happened. They met each other, fell in love, and are finalizing it with their wedding today. Ryan and Shaun, this day is made possible not only because of your love for each other, but through God's grace and the support of your family and your friends. Ryan and Shaun, you fell in love by chance, but today you're here because you're making a choice. You both are choosing each other, and you've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, makes you smile, and makes every day brighter. Ryan and Shaun, you have begun your marriage here today in speaking your vows before God, your family, and your friends. Therefore, it's my joyful responsibility to officially acknowledge your union as husband and wife. You may now seal your marriage with a kiss. Friends and family, It is my privilege to present you for the very first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Shaun and Ryan Parashow.
Ryan and I met in grad school, and let me tell you, I would not have made it through those 2 years without her by my side. Ryan is literally one of the best friends and best humans I've ever met. I aspire to be like her every day, and that's super difficult if she's practically perfect in every way. Like, let's be real. Shaun, you picked an excellent life partner because she's someone that you would for sure want to have in your corner. After really getting to know Shaun and seeing the person he is behind Professor Parashow, which is what we used to call him, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, this is the person who makes my best friend the happiest I've ever seen her. And this is the person who will listen and understand and have her back through any and all of life's situations that are thrown your way. I am so happy that the two of you found each other. And I cannot see what joy and happiness your relationship brings you over the years.
Many times I've talked to Ryan about Shaun, and many times I've talked to Shaun about Ryan. And regardless of who is talking, when they are talking about each other, there's this look in their eye, there's this spring in their step, and there's this quake in their voice. There's these things that people do when they've met someone amazing and they must tell you about it. And even just this morning, it is still there. So here's to the bride and groom. May you always be love struck.